Life on the road is not for everyone, and everyone lives it differently. This is Interviews with Touring Techs.
My name is Jori Johnson. I'm the audio engineer and Backline Tech for Scotty McCreery, and this is my first tour.
How'd you get into the music business, and what was your path to teching?
I started young, just being a musician, taking lessons around 12 years old, and through there I started working at a church, kind of got into everything that, all the audio stuff. I was a front of house engineer there, monitor engineer, and then I even did a lot of the lighting programming, stage managing. I met Jamie Braun, who's front of house engineer for Scotty McCreery, production manager. I met him while working at the church. He came in and did like a PA installation, and this was like my first couple years of working there. We made a really good relationship. And I had expressed to him, how much I'd love to get out on the road and kind of do this thing, at a high professional level, like we do out here. And one day, he came up to do kind of like a, just like a checkup call on us, and he was like, "Hey, I got a show in town with Danny Goki," and I was like, "Okay, cool," go out there, help him out, just kind of see how this whole world works. And our tour manager now, Mike Childers for Scotty McCreery, was also the tour manager for Danny Goki at the time. I went out there, just kind of worked my butt off all day, starting early in the morning, late at night, no breaks, no nothing, just going all day. And through that, just kind of built a relationship with the tour manager. I already had a solid relationship with Jamie, and a couple months later, they all had changed jobs and started working for Scotty McCreery, and they were putting together the whole his whole crew, audio engineer. Scotty was going to play some guitar, so they needed a tech for that, and then just tech overall in case anything, in the live show world, something always goes wrong. Not always, but if there is, there needs to be somebody. And I got the call, and I was like, yeah, I would definitely be down for that. And as months went by, I started in January of 2012, working out here on the Brad Paisley tour with Scotty, and I was happier than ever.
What kind of education have you sought out to use being a tech?
A lot of non-formal. I more sought how to tune the guitars, how to set them up from our band members themselves. One of them used to work at a guitar shop, Jeff Harper. So he taught me a lot of the right ways to tune a guitar. Always tune it up. Little things like that. And then to dive further in, I'd look to some other guitar techs that were around me, and since this is my first tour, I haven't really met a whole lot. Yourself, Kenny, and Kevin, which is Brad's band tech. Kind of look to him to try and learn a lot of things, and then just kind of looking online at a few little things here and there. And basically, if something went wrong, I'm always kind of the person who just kind of dives in and just tries to fix it, see what I can do, grab some advice. So I kind of learn as the problems come up, I try to learn how to fix them. So
how do you spend your downtime on the road?
Video games, a lot of video games. Matt Revere, me and him constantly are always in the back lounge, got the 360 controllers, we're shooting zombies or killing each other on like Black Ops or Modern Warfare 2. Do a lot of that. We were in Hershey, Pennsylvania, so kind of go and see like the Hershey world there, the chocolate, the Hershey store and all that. So it's kind of cool looking at seeing some of the different sites in the city. So. Are
you married? Do you have any kids?
I am not married yet. I am recently engaged as of August 22nd, and I will be married first couple weeks of April.
How do you juggle having a happy personal life and still enjoy being on the road so far?
Technology has given us a great thing. FaceTime is a really good way to kind of stay connected with back at home. The personal life is, still my relationship with my fiance is still kind of a new relationship, so kind of learning how to balance all of that. It's still, to her, it's not so new. She had a lot of friends who had their husbands, they were in a band and they traveled, so she kind of knew a little bit how to deal with it, how to handle it. For me, it was a whole new thing. I got out on the road and I was like, wow, it's like a whole different world. So balancing it, when I'm home, I devote all of my time to just being with my family, with her, with all of my friends. I don't even want to bring up work when I'm there, unless somebody's talking about it. But just kind of separate the two. And then when I'm out here on the road, it's texting, giving people calls or FaceTime, and just trying to stay connected.
Would you consider yourself friends with the artists that you work for?
Yeah, I would. Scotty, he hangs out on the bus with us. We see him all the time, kind of joke, hang out. He's a real laid-back kind of guy, so he's not super excited by much. He's kind of chill. So he's a really cool guy to just hang out, and doesn't at all want to set the I'm the star. He kind of just wants to be a normal guy with normal friends. His whole crew and his band, he really wants to just mesh with, and kind of just be like a road family. So
what advice would you give someone that wants to get into teching to do your job?
What I've learned so much about this this profession is it is a lot about who you know. It's a whole lot about making relationships with people. So I would encourage you to, work your butt off, and kind of, find the people who are, if you have friends who are in this in this industry, show them that if they are ever looking for a position or anything, that when they're thinking about it, that they think, man, this guy, he works hard, he's constantly on top of things, he's a great hangout. That's a big thing out on the road, is kind of, how's the hang? You got to be with these people for days on end. You're basically living with them. So the hang's got to be a good thing. So I would definitely just encourage to just kind of try to set yourself above all the rest, but don't be pushy. Don't be like, hey man, I heard you got a position open for teching, and I really want to do it. Can I do it? Just kind of impress them with your acts, and they'll eventually they'll see it, and you might get a call. So
what do you love about being a touring tech?
Just being able to wake up every day and know that I'm doing what I love. Knowing that I get to fix stuff. Kind of love to just fix things. But I love a lot of the new places I get to go, a lot of the new people that I'm meeting every day. Just kind of jumping into situations where I have no idea what's going to happen that day. I don't know if like we're gonna have problems with wireless gear, or if it's gonna be a hot day and the guitars are gonna be all out of whack. Hot or humid. I just kind of love dealing with all of the random sporadic issues that go on.